Welcome back, guys. This is your boy Junior with Junior's Paint House. So before I head out today, just want to do a quick little video giving updates on certain cars that we got that are going to be getting painted, other ones that we're doing body work on. The first one I want to talk about real quick is the Cadillac Candy Teal. We finally got this thing put back together. Had to do some last little body work that was on the trunk. Apparently it just got missed. I don't see how, because that was a big ass dent, but probably because we were focused on the sides, because it was a key scratch that we just completely missed these dents. But I got those knocked out. I was gonna get them primed today, but I'm gonna come back tomorrow, get this primed, get this car ready for Monday, so my prepper can go ahead and start water sanding and finish up the water sanding on it. Glass people are coming out to remove the quarter glasses. Now, if you checked out my last video, you already know what color it is, but for any new subscribers, it is a house of color candy teal over silver base. I know it's kind of dusty right now, but at first I wasn't very fond of this color, but it definitely grew on me once I saw it outside, because in here it kind of tends to have a green, and then you pull it outside and it almost looks kind of bluish. This guy's many different shades, so can't wait to see this car sprayed on the outside. But this one here it's all put back together. We just got to put the latches back on the doors to make sure they latch up. But that's pretty much it on this car. The bumpers have already been sprayed. And this one here, looking at probably Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, this car will be sprayed. Gonna let it dry for a few days, and we'll come back and block it, do all our cut and buffing on it, and start putting this thing back together. So next, the Delta 88, guys. This car, we kind of started off a little bumpy with my sandblaster guy not keeping his word and showing up. So we kind of didn't mess with this car for about a week and a half, waiting on him. So we kind of had to catch up a little bit, but it's okay. You know, we got everything. We went ahead and started stripping it down. So we used the aircraft paint stripper. If you checked out the last video, the last update on this car. So now that we got everything off of it, we did run across some previous patchwork that they did, that we're gonna go back and basically clean it up, make it look nice, clean up the metal, make sure that we eliminate any rust that might still be there. Same thing on the bottom. Just did a lot of Bondo work, so we're gonna completely take that off and rework all of that, make it look real nice and pretty. This side wasn't so bad. It just had a little spot right there in the corner. As you can see, it looks kind of wrinkled, and got a little dent right there that we're gonna knock out from the inside, and try to get the metal as straight as possible and not put as much filler. So that's kind of the best way to do it. We started taking off the rear panel, but unfortunately the bumper bolts, there was 2 of them that were stripped. So we started trying to cut them off, but we ran out of some cutting wheels and didn't get time to make it and get some more. So Monday morning we'll get this bumper off. We'll get the whole back end took off, and basically you know, strip all the paint off all of this. Is cracked as well. Same thing with all of this. And let me show you the other side. Now this is the hood. So we got this already epoxied, the hood and the trunk. I'll show you the trunk real quick. We'll step outside, not for too long because it's too damn hot out here. But the trunk, the same thing. It didn't have hardly no dents in it. I think maybe about 3 or 4 little dents on it, so should be a very quick repair on that. Same thing on the hood. Quarter panel, it's gonna be about the same. Just got a lot of Bondo, and same thing. It had a lot of Bondo around this area, but once it all came down. The metal is actually very straight, so I don't really understand the concept of putting that much body work on it. I don't know if they were just trying to blend it in, but it definitely wasn't the right way. So once we get it completely stripped down, I mean, it's gonna need some filler, I mean, don't get me wrong, but it shouldn't be as much as it has now. So, and we did find a guy here close by that's in Nacogdoches, Texas. Both of the doors are gonna be coming off. I got one door already off. This one will be coming off on Monday as well. We're gonna go ahead and get these doors to the sandblasting guy. He's gonna go ahead and sandblast the inside and the outside of it. I'm gonna go ahead and break it all down for him, take the window out, door handle, you know, all the locks, all the little shit that I got on it. And that's gonna go ahead and give us a lot more time to focus on the quarter panels, because that's where we're probably gonna spend a little more time at. It's gonna be on the quarters. Everything else looks like it's gonna be a lot quicker, but the quarters are definitely gonna need some TLC for sure. So the doors are going to Nacogdoches, to a guy named Charlie. He does the dust list or water something, I can't remember, but he's out of Nacogdoches, Texas, and I'll get you all his info. I'll go ahead and post it in a video, so if anybody that's needing some type of work like that, you guys can definitely reach out to him. But what I'm looking at for this coming up week is to have the quarter panels finished, get the doors back by Friday, put them back on, make sure, fix all the gaps, make sure everything looks good, and then from there, that's gonna be pretty much it, you know. Gonna go ahead. The fenders look like they're gonna be pretty solid as well. I haven't stripped those down yet, but those will be stripped on Monday. So it don't look like those are gonna be very, I'm praying that it's gonna be like the hood and the fender, that it's just gonna have little dents here and there. That should be a quick repair, but the quarter panels are definitely gonna need a lot more work. So, but that's the update on the Delta 88. Now let's turn over to the, I call this my kryptonite. Okay, so this car here was a car that a customer of mine is from Houston, Texas, and this vehicle here ended up, it was a car that was already previously painted from a shop in Houston. Now this is one of those things where you get what you pay for. So it was not done correctly. A lot of the moldings, gaskets, bolts, doors, I mean, you name it, everything was oversprayed in white. This car was previously white, as you can see from the door where the mirror's at. Now, had to put all new plastics, all new bolts, had to get all new gaskets. The only downfall was the belt moldings and the upper moldings on this car, because this car, most of the parts are discontinued, if not majority of them. So only a few dealers had them. And what kind of upset me a lot on this thing, guys, was you would check online and they would tell you, hey, yeah, we got these parts, but then you call and then nothing's there. So I don't understand why you promoting it online if you don't got it. So we had to go back and do a lot of just looking for stuff, guys, because couldn't find nothing for this particular car. Now, before we finally started getting some stuff, I finally found the belt moldings, I found the upper moldings. Now the only gaskets that I'm waiting for excuse me, is the ones that go where the window is at, that kind of keeps the window from moving. I think I found them. The guy's gonna do some research at the dealer to make sure that those are the correct ones. But overall, this car is pretty close to being finished. The front end is finally all mounted. The hood, we just took the hood off just to make sure to do some painting on the engine bay where it had a lot of overspray on it. Before we started putting it together, I said, well, let me go ahead and start buffing on it just to kind of get it going. So it's been pretty much cut and buffed, not all of it, just a little bit on it. I've only done, the only thing I got left now is to do the roof and the trunk and some spots on the bumper, and basically I'm gonna go back over the car, just clean it up with some polish, some final glaze just to make sure, get the swirl marks out of it. And that should be it on this car, I hope. And it's a beautiful color, guys. So for anybody that's gonna ask, what is that on the trunk? So if you're from Texas, from the Lone Star State, you know that in Houston they like to ride swingers, 5th wheels, 6 wheels. So that's what that is. It's basically, now that was already done before I got the car from the last shop. They already had molded it in, so basically I just kind of came back and just kind of cleaned it up a little bit and made it look a little bit more nicer. So let me show you the 5th wheel. So we got the 5th wheel already built. All we got to do now is install it on the car, wire it back up, because this one is wired with a pump. It actually is going to recline and everything. So same thing with this 5th wheel, that it actually had to they didn't take it apart. All they did was just tape up the rim, tape up the chrome, and they just shot it. Didn't even take nothing off. So we had to go back and clean up the bucket, which is this part where it sits at. Had to clean it up from the inside, paint it black, make it look real nice. We cleaned up all the chrome, and this same wheel or rim is gonna go in the trunk on the car. So that gives you an idea. So if you're from Texas, you'll understand what I'm talking about. If you don't, then you're gonna be like, what the hell is that? Why would you do that? But hey, that's how they do it in Texas, guys. So everybody has their own thing, how they do things, guys. So don't hate. But yeah, so that's what that's for. But we're gonna go ahead and do another video probably here in a few days, kind of see how we're at, and introduce you to some newer people that are going to be coming on board that I'm really excited about, that are going to be some big help around here. But got a lot of work, guys, so we're going to keep on moving, and I think that's it for today. So until next time, guys, leave your comments, share, subscribe, tell your friends, your mamas, your baby mamas, your side pieces, everybody, subscribe to my channel, like my shit, comment. Till next time, guys, peace.